So hello everybody, it's your Niall Power. Welcome to this video. For those of you which do not know me, I'm going to present myself a little bit here quickly. I'm Niall Power, and actually I do inform about universal communication with creatures which have lived as human beings once, and which then came into the situation that they have lost their biological human body because the biological human body died. So I inform about the communication with ghosts, how some people would call that, or to be more specific, about the communication with creatures which do not have a biological body humans can see, and as I said, which have lived as humans once, for example, but also creatures which have lived as animals or as plants before. And today I'm going to present you some universal communication here in this video, which means I'm going to communicate with a creature who have lived as a man once, who was an artist, a musician, and who came into the situation that he have lost his biological human body. Today this creature, because he do not have a biological human body anymore, it's becoming a little bit more complicated to make the communication transparent, but it's possible. And if you watch the video, please be aware of this. The creature, which today have not a biological human body anymore, will, instead of speaking through the human body he had once, instead of that, he will use the weather to communicate with you, the people which are watching the video, and with me now. And he's gonna do that by using the wind. So today the creature can connect in biosymbiose with the natural environment I'm in, with the symbiosis, and the creature is able to trigger and to canalize wind to specific points here in the area. And the creature is able to raise the wind level to a higher wind level, so that the wind is faster and stronger. And of course, if you watch the natural environment, so the area where I am here, I'm going to present you the area with this as a mobile camera in a second. But if you watch the area, you can see that the weather conditions are that it's very quiet at the moment regarding the wind level. And when I start to communicate with this creature, you will see that the weather conditions will change a bit by weather control, because this creature is going to use weather control to communicate with you and to communicate with me. And if the creature wants to agree, he can raise the wind level to a higher wind level, and he can canalize wind to a specific point in the area. For example, like into this plant over here. And with that, it is possible to agree with the creature that the creature is gonna use wind, so a higher wind level and wind waves the creature gonna send into a specific point in the area where I am, if the creature wants to agree. So me and the creature, we have agreed on that the creature will use a higher wind level if the creature wants to say yes, if I ask the creature specific questions, or if the creature wants to agree to specific stuff I do speak out. So you can outread the feedback of the creature if you watch the natural environment. You will be able to understand this ghost, this creature who have lived as a man once and who was a musician. You will be able to understand his answers if you watch the area where I am, and especially those kinds of plants we're going to use for communication purpose as communication plants. Okay, it works like that. We're going to use this plant as a communication plant, which means the creature now knows that if he wants to say yes, he can canalize wind to this specific point in the area, so towards this plant. And if the creature is doing that, of course the leaves will start to shake more and more, and the plant will start to react to a higher wind level, like you can see it now. Check this. And this is working so on point. That is weather control used by the creature. The creature, by the way, is Beethoven. So the creature who have lived as the man Beethoven, who is very famous, very popular, because he became very popular during his lifetime, but also after his lifetime as a living human, and he was the creator of a lot of classical music. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to present you the area a little bit so that you see everything, that you know where I am and stuff like that. I'm going to use this as a mobile camera. Watch that. This is the communication plant most of the time. And one of the reasons is, this is the area, it's like a public area, okay, public space, so people can walk by, people can ask questions, stuff like that. Over here, one camera is placed, over there another camera is placed, and over here a camera is placed. But I cannot guarantee that always all the cameras are working, okay? So I'm going to present you the area. That's the Rhine, the river Rhine. In that direction, the city of Cologne is laying. In this direction, you see the city Bonn at the river Rhine in Germany. And that's the communication plant again, you see in the picture right now, in the picture of the mobile camera. And I'm going to walk a little bit around the plant so that you see everything. So there's another information. Maybe in between you will hear a loudspeaker in between in the video. The reason for that is, on the other side of the river is a public swimming pool, and sometimes they use the loudspeaker to advise the people to be more careful and stuff like that. So it's possible that in between in the video maybe the loudspeaker will come into the sound of your picture. So I'm going to start my communication with the creature, and as I said, I'm going to explain that again for those which really do not know how it looks like when weather control is getting used, if creatures which have lived as human beings before, which have lost their biological human body, use weather control to communicate with living humans, like you and like me. So when the creature Beethoven wants to say yes when I ask him a question, he will raise the wind level to a higher wind level at this plant, or if you want to agree to stuff, I speak out, okay? To the creature, can you agree to the fact that you are the creature who have lived one lifetime period in the biological human body of the human known in the public as Beethoven? So the Beethoven who created all that classical music and who became very, very famous and popular because of that art. If you can agree to the fact that you are Beethoven, please canalize some more wind to the plant and please shake it around a little bit so that the people can see that clearly. And for you, the people which are watching the video, watch out for that, because the creature is pushing some wind into the plant and the leaves to react to that, to the higher wind level, okay? But let's make that point a little bit more clear for you, the people which are watching the video, with the creature Beethoven. So I'm gonna ask again, is it correct that you are the creature who have lived the life of the human Beethoven? So can you identify yourself as the creature who is Beethoven? And check out for the wind level, right? Check out for the plant. The creature is saying yes and is canalizing more and more wind into the plant. And you can see that the plant is getting uplifted by the wind waves. The creature is sending into the plant to reply to the question I did ask, and the answer is yes. So what you have is something like a self-identification process now of the creature, which is using weather control to communicate with you and with me. And the self-identification process happened in a way that I did ask regarding the identity, and the creature agreed regarding the identity and identified himself with that as the creature who have lived the human life of Beethoven, the musician. And the creature is canalizing and triggering a lot of wind to make that clear for you, the people which are watching the video, okay? So this ghost, this creature, Beethoven, he wants to say hello to you, the people which are watching the video. Okay, I'm going to use the mobile camera because you cannot easily imagine what's happening now. I'm gonna try to hold the camera as quiet as possible. If you watch out for all the plants in the area, you can see that the creature is now using a lot of wind and is canalizing especially wind to this plant over here to present you his communication, to communicate towards you. And with that, the creature did agree to the fact that he wants to say hello to you, the people which are watching the video. Okay? So in between, when I do the communication, I'm mainly going to use this cell phone as a microphone. And in between, I'm going to maybe use it as a mobile camera. But it's very difficult to hold the hand as quiet as possible because I'm also drinking a beer. So I apologize for that. To Beethoven, are you open for an interesting talk? What I mean with that, is it okay for you if we speak about some stuff which have to do with universal communication and your possibilities today as a creature to communicate with living humans? Is that okay for you? Yes, is the answer, and you could see how specific the creature is replying to that. Okay? You could see how the wind wave was sent into the plant and the direct reaction of the leaves and the whole plant. So I'm gonna explain you some stuff. For those of you which do not know what these creatures, so creatures which have lived as human beings before, what they can be able to do depending on the situation they are in after they have lost their human biological body. Okay? So creatures like the creature Beethoven today, he's able to connect in symbiosis to the biosymbiosis. But what do that really mean? Let me explain that a bit. The biosymbiosis is everything you are as a human and everything you see, feel and taste and realize. Also, nearly everything of your thoughts. So everything of your thoughts, all your thoughts which are going to your biological human brain, are part of this kind of biosymbiosis. And the creature Beethoven is today able to connect in biosymbiosis to biological human bodies. And what I mean with that, the creature is able to travel into humans, to connect in biosymbiosis to their biological human body, and to outreach biological human bodies, and to influence them. For example, the creature is able to transfer informations for those kind of people which have learned to see and understand that information. The creature is able to transfer feelings or to create feelings caused by a biological human body as soon as the creature is in that biological human body and as soon as the creature is connected in symbiosis with that human body. So to Beethoven, can you agree that you are able to live in other biological human bodies in situations where you are connected with them in a way that you can outread them, understand them and also influence them? And the creator is agreeing to that, so Beethoven is agreeing to that. And Beethoven wants to share some stuff, some more stuff, because I've received an information. How did that happen? Because you couldn't see anything, right? Well, the creature is today, right now, connected in biosymbiosis with my biological human body. And the creature is able and capable to give my biological human brain orders. And in that way, the creature can create thoughts in my biological human head. And I'm one of those humans who have learned to reflect inside myself on a very high level, to see that kind of thoughts which are created by third creatures which are not me. Okay, so my biological human body is in a way also a communication center for other creatures and is receiving input from many creatures. Okay, that's a little bit how you can understand what I explained. So the creator Beethoven created a thought, and with that you wanted to make clear you can give a brain, a human brain, also orders. So it's not just the word influencing, It is more that you as a creature, you are also able and capable to control human biological bodies and to influence them in a way that then the biological human body do function in the way you as a creature wanted that at this moment in time when you do so. Is that correct? If that's correct, please make it more clear for the people, because you wanted to make it clear. That's why I'm explaining all that. Beethoven isn't correct. Is that what you wanted to share with the people as well? So that creatures like you, if you want to take over a biological human body, for example, that is possible. And do you also want to share that creatures like you are stronger than biological human bodies in case you would use such a force? And you would practice that with a biological human body, no matter how the human would see that in the first moment, so the creature who was born as a human. Is that correct? If you want to agree, please trigger and raise the wind level a little bit. And for the people, as I said, it's a public place, so some people walking by at this moment in time, but that shouldn't be a problem for Beethoven, because they're always able to do that. They're always able to reply and to answer, and the rest is sometimes they do react, of course, also to a different situation if people walk into the picture, okay, or walk into the area where we are filming. So at this moment in time, a dog walked by and a lady is doing dog walking. So I go back to the docu, I go back to the communication with the creator Beethoven. To Beethoven, is that the point you wanted to make clear to the people? So in case you want to influence a human biological body a hard style way, let me say it like that, then that is possible. And Beethoven wants to say yes. He already reacted a bit with the plant. He's going to do that stronger now for you, the people which are watching the video, so that you can realize and understand that. Okay? If you watch me, and if I watch the plant, as soon as I do that, I also outread the plant, so I react very fast also to the communication Beethoven is sending, even if he's sending just a little bit wind, and now he's doing that stronger, as I explained, to make that clear for you. Okay? And I did react to a little wind wave he did send before he did send the strong one. Okay. To Beethoven, we did produce another video. A video I had to delete. I'm sorry for that, but I had no storage. But we did produce another video, like a few days before this day, right? Can you agree to that? Can you agree to that? Yes. Beethoven gonna say yes. He's gonna canalize some more wind to the plant. And with that, he's agreeing to the fact, just to make it transparent to you, that we produced another video a few days ago, okay? And I had to delete the other video because of storage problems. And the other video was not maybe as good as this one. Is that what you think? Yes? Yes. And the reason for that, Beethoven gonna say yes to both things, okay? Regarding the video, that we produced another one, and also that he thinks the other video wasn't that good. I think the same, because I filmed in front of my tent. Okay, I'm doing camping at the moment. I'm living outside and I'm having a tent. And I filmed in front of the tent, sitting in front of the tent. So there you can't see very much. Of course you can see more if I use a lot of cameras on a huge space, in a huge area like this one. Okay, and he's agreeing to that. To Beethoven, let's speak a little bit more about the possibilities you have as a creator to have, and let's solve some questions surrounding that, because maybe that's interesting for the people which are alive and which have no clue about their afterlife or the potential situations they could come in after they lose their biological human body. So you are able to live in human bodies by connecting in symbiosis to them. You are able to outread them and to use the nerve system to taste, for example, food and stuff like that, right? And check this, the creator is reacting and telling you yes. And he's making that very clear. So with that, Beethoven is communicating to you that's true. Like after I've lost my own biological human body, after that I came into a situation he's in today, that he's able to live in other human bodies And when he does so, he's able to connect in biosymbiosis to these biological human bodies, to outread them, and even to connect as a creature to the nerve system and to enjoy, for example, food or drinks or other products when he's connected to that human body he's them living in at that moment in time. So today the creature Beethoven can use more than one human biological body to live in. He's something like a body jumper, is that correct? You could be a body jumper, jumping from human body to human body and connecting to one human body after the other, right? And check this, the creature is replying for you, the people which are watching the video, and he's sending you a clear yes. So you can look at this a little bit like that. We as humans, we change our t-shirts, our pants, our shoes daily, on a daily basis. After we have lost our biological human body, we can come into a situation that we can do the same stuff with biological bodies. So we can live in them, and we can wear them, and we can use them to get a life feeling. Okay? Because we as humans, we have a feeling, a lifetime feeling, if you want it like that, right? And creatures, after they have lost their own biological human body, they can travel into other human biological bodies, and they can connect in symbiosis to these biological human bodies, and they can outread them in so many different ways that they can create from that the lifetime feeling for themselves of that living human. Hopefully I explained everything quite good. Would you say that's quite correct how I did explain that? Okay, it's even possible to explain it better. He transferred this information into my biological human brain. That's what I'm making transparent for you. Well, he's saying, yes, that was okay for the beginning. Okay? So it could be more specific, is the input. So the creator Beethoven did communicate to me. It could be more specific by creating that thought in my human brain. And during I explained that to you, the creator is agreeing to that. So he's saying, yes, listen, to make that transparent for you. Listen to you, because I'm just explaining how he can communicate with me. So if that's going to happen later in the video again and again, maybe it would be a good lesson if I just make it transparent, like I did a few seconds ago. So when I just speak out what he's creating as a thought in my biological human brain. Okay? Do not wonder, like I said, I'm in a public place, so sometimes people walk by. Hello? Hallo is German, it means hello, by the way, because the video is in English, the rest of the video is in English. So, in the other video, me and the creator Beethoven, we did speak a little bit about situations where he used biological human bodies to have a lifetime feeling, if you want it like that, and that was on concerts. Do you want to speak a little bit about that, some further? Yes, he wants to say yes, but because the wind level already was raised, he's going to send now a wind wave, he's going to trigger and canalize the wind again strong for you. See that? So the plant was uplifted when I said that, when I was pointing at the plant. So it's important to watch the documentations on a huge screen, that you can see everything, and that you enable yourself to analyze it very well, okay? So when we produced another video, we spoke about, you can visit concerts, for example, right? If you can listen to music and you can visit concerts. In situations where you travel into other biological human bodies, where you connect in symbiosis to them, and where you use their nerve system and all that to listen to music and to enjoy the situation which is in there. And the creator is saying yes for you with the raised wind level, which is where he's also sending wind waves specifically into this plant. And I'm going to use the mobile camera for a second. You can see the wind level was raised a lot, and the plant is shaking a lot. Listen to the leaves. And there's some people in the background as well, because as I said, I'm in a public place. So hopefully it's going to stay quiet as possible, because then it's easy to film, it's easier to document. So do you mostly, or let me stop for a second, film.